Hi everyone, you're welcome to MyProfessorNote. I hope you guys doing really well. So here in this video we are covering the Indian literature most important MCQs. We are doing their detailed analysis here. We will not merely be looking into the questions and answers here, but we will try to find out all the layers of that answer. Okay, so make sure you share the video with the other people so they can also be benefited with this and show some support for the effort with your one like, one share, and with subscriber. That's really motivating. So let's move further. The first question is, what is the historical backdrop used in Kiran Desai's The Inheritance of Laws? Your options are Kashmiri Hindus exodus, the Gorkhaland movement, the Khalistan movement, or the Bodoland movement. If you know the answer, that's great. If you don't know, so here's the answer. It's Gorkhaland movement, right? So let's talk about this novel now. The Inheritance of Laws is the second novel by the Indian author Kiran Desai. She's a daughter of Anita Desai. It was first published in 2006. It won the Man Booker Prize in 2006, and the story is centered around the lives of Biju and Sai. So make sure you remember the character's name because they are really important. Next one here is the Sai is an orphan living in mountainous Kalimpong. Right, you also have to remember the location, the setting of it, with her maternal grandfather Jemu Bhai Patel, the cook, and a dog named Mutt. So Mutt, the dog name, there was a question on this dog in the previous year's question paper. So like you have to give the name of the dog. The name of the dog is Mutt. So make sure you remember the characters, locations, publishing date, just everything here. Her mother was a Gujarati and her father a Zoroastrian, often himself. The action of the novel takes place in 1986. The major themes of this work is colonialism and the effects of post-colonialism. Okay, so let's move further now. Which amongst the Indian playwrights was the first to compose a play on the marginalization on homosexual community? So guess who is the one? Your first option is Shela Bhatia. Next one is the Mohan Rakesh. Third one is Mahesh Dattani. And the fourth one is Girish Karnad. And the answer is Mahesh Dattani's On a Muggy Night in Mumbai. That's the play, and this is written by Mahesh Dattani. Okay, so it explores the problem of marginalization and homosexual faced by the Indian community among the people. Characters like Kamlesh and Sharad. So these are the two characters. Most of the time we have seen that questions are based on the character's name. Like mostly I have found this, like one question definitely you will get from Indian literature where the character name will be asked, right? So make sure you remember it. The play ends with Kamlesh rediscovering love with Sharad. The social pressure are so overwhelming that he just cannot think of living normally. To him, living according to the norms of the heterosexual society is a prospect worse than suicide. So he thinks that it's better to suicide than living according to the normal norms which are there in the society. Like you can get married only with the different gender, not with the similar one, and this is unbearable for him, right? So this is the subjective approach, but we have to focus more on the objective kind of things here, because this is the kind of questions we get from Indian literature. But you can always expect questions on the subjective lines as well, like for example your comprehension based or reasoning and assertion. You will get its PDF on the Telegram channel, like whatever videos we are doing here. And after this we will just keep making videos on the other parts as well, like your literary theory, your language, your criticism, world literature, each and every single thing, because we have to cover some most important MCQs. This is the only way, a quick way to help you out for your net exam. Okay, so make sure you watch this video till the end. All right. Hi everyone, you're welcome to MyProfessorNote. I hope you guys doing really well. So here in this video we are covering the Indian literature most important MCQs. We are doing their detailed analysis here. We will not merely be looking into the questions and answers here, but we will try to find out all the layers of that answer. Okay, so make sure you share the video with the other people so they can also be benefited with this, and show some support for the effort with your one like, one share, and with subscriber. That's really motivating. Is Train to Pakistan, right? So this is the historical novel by Khushwant Singh, published in 1956. It recounts the partition of India in August in 1947 through the perspectives of Mano Majra. This is a place or a fictional border village there where this novel is set. And this story revolves around the three characters here: Iqbal, an educated social reformer; Jugut Singh, a Sikh man who lives in a village with a bad reputation; and Hukum Chand, the corrupt commissioner. Alcohol becomes one of the tools Hukum Chand uses in an attempt to escape his problems and stresses, responsibilities. That's what most of the people do in India, right? And now they're really getting addicted to it. And this is what literature is about. Like, it shows things which is happening out there in a society. Okay, this is about the partition, published in the 1956, right? So characters: Hukum Chand, Jugut Singh, Iqbal, and what he uses as a tool to escape from his problem, like a stress and responsibility, that's alcohol. And the setting is Mano Majra. All right, it's Gorkhaland movement, right? So let's talk about this novel now. The Inheritance of Loss is the second novel by the Indian author Kiran Desai. She's the daughter of Anita Desai. It was first published in 2006. It won the Man Booker Prize in 2006. And the story is a sentence. This is a Marathi play written by Indian playwright Vijay Tendulkar in 1963. The play was written in 1963 for Rangyan, a Mumbai-based theatre group, right? It's written in 1963 for Rangyan, a theatre group. It was inspired by the conversation among the members of an amateur theatre group traveling on Mumbai local train to perform a mock trial at Vile Parle suburb. And the play was based on 1956 novel Die Pain by Swiss playwright Frederick Dermet. Play turns into an accusatory game when it emerges from the trial that Miss Banerjee is carrying an out of wedlock child from her failed illicit relationship with Professor Damle, the missing cast member. So there is a one missing cast member, and on the place of him they are taking the another character here, right? And the missing cast member is the Professor Damle, and he had a relationship with the Miss Benare, and now she is carrying his illicit child, or like right? And this is what you have to remember here: the names of the characters, publishing date, from where this title, or on which of the play this play is based here, right? On which of the novel this play is based here. This is Die Penne by Swiss playwright Frederick Dermet. Okay, so let's talk about the another question. Fifth one: why was Chandran rejected by Malathi's parents in R.K. Narayan's The Bachelor of Arts 1937? So your first option is he was doing a menial job. He belonged to a different caste. He was a Mangalik, or he had no government job. So which one is the one according to you? The right option is he is Manglik, right? That's why he's unable to get married with her. So now that girl will marry surely the another person, right? That's how it goes in Indian societies. And the novel setting is Malgudi. This is a fictional place which was created by R.K. Narayan, right? So the story describes the complex transition of an adolescent mind into adulthood and the heartbreak which a youth faces. ठीक है, ये सबके साथ होता है जब दिल आपका मतलब टूटता है, तो आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस, right? So it revolves around a young man named Chandran who resembles an Indian upper middle class youth of the pre-independence era, right? So Chandran is the character here who is left with the broken heart. So Chandran's college life in late colonial times is described here. After graduation, he falls in love with a girl, but is rejected by the bride's parents since his horoscope describes him as a Manglik, a condition in which a Manglik can only marry another Manglik, and if not, the non-Manglik will die. Right? So these are the reasons they give. Malathi, the girl with whom Chandran falls from college, they were in love from the college time, and now these loving birds are separated by these rules of these tradition and cultures of India. And yeah, everywhere we have such kind of things, right? It's not only in India but in the different religions, various kind of things. So that's why she married to another one. Okay, so let's talk about the another one. The second act of Badal Sarkar's play Evam Indrajit opens after a break of how many years? The second act of Badal Sarkar's play Evam Indrajit, this is the play by the Badal Sarkar. Its second act opens after how many years? 7, 5, 11, 3. These are the options, and the answer is 7 years. Where the characters of Amal, Vimal, and Kamal, there's a rhyme. Amal, Vimal, Kamal have settled down to middle class life with a job and family. Make sure you remember the names of the characters. Originally written in Bengali in 1963, later in the year 1974 it was translated into English by Girish Karnad, right? Evam Indrajit is a play about the mediocre class. It is a conversation between the writer and the protagonist Indrajit, who is introduced as Indrajit here because he is a part of the society rather than having an identity of his own. So himself, he has no identity, right? He's just a part of a society, that's why. And why he is not having identity? Because he's doing a menial job. They go to office every single day filling those papers, and he does not find that valuable. He does not find this job meaningful. So himself, he has no identity. He's just a part of the race. He's just a part of the similar society. Every single person, whatever they are doing, he's doing the same thing, because your identity is not formed by whatever other people are doing, or you are following them, but your identity is formed with your own karma, right? The moment you have a vision, when you follow it, right, only then you will be identified, not by getting influenced by other people. If they are doing net or something, I should also do this, or something else. There are a lot of things, right? This is the only example I could have given right now. For sure, I don't want to demotivate you here, but this is how we do things, right? It is perceived as an absurd play as it portrays the emptiness and repetitiveness in the pattern and conformity of the modern society. The play subtly points towards Satrian existentialism. So Satrian existentialism is something that it says that there is not a definite meaning about human beings, that how they should be, because God has given them no purpose in life, so they can live whichever way they want to, because there is no purpose, there is no defined meaning of their life, right? That's what this Satrian existentialism is, and that's what these people and character are doing in this play. They're just doing all these jobs that every single person is doing. They're just a part of the race. They don't have any of their identity, having no purpose. That's what this play talks about. So it denotes that life is a circle with no ending. It ends where it begins, right? It's an endless road. Let's talk about the seventh one. Which of the female characters narrate the 2008 Chitra Banerjee's Divakaruni's The Palace of Illusion, which is a retelling of Mahabharata? Who is the female character who is narrating this? Satyavati, Panchali, Kunti, Gandhari. Right? You will be getting its PDF on your Telegram channel. Make sure you join this there. Okay, and if you want to have notes for this Indian literature separately, I'll be giving my mail in the description box below, so there you can let me know. All right, so answer is narrated by Panchali. This work is narrated by the Panchali, the wife of the legendary Pandavas, brothers in the Mahabharata. The novel gives us a new interpretation of this ancient tale. The novel traces the Princess Panchali's life, beginning with her birth in fire and following her spirited balancing act as a woman with 5 husbands. How she balanced to live with these 5 men or one wife. Right? I think life has varieties. A lot of people have lived or living in many ways, and we don't even know. There's a lot to explore, right? So through literature, I think this is possible, that we can get in touch with, or we can know the lives that we cannot even see, or we can experience in reality, but we can just read the more and more experiences, and with these experiences we can grow that knowledge and wisdom, right? This is how it helps us. So your 8th question is, Arundhati Roy's The God of Small Things takes its epigraph from which of the following writers? Right? So which of following writers' line she has used as an epigraph in her work? Peter Carey, Thomas Mann, John Berger, Helen Garner. And your answer is John Berger. The epigraph is, never again will a single story be told as though it's the only one. Right? Novel is set in Menem, now part of Kottayam district in Kerala, India. Temporal setting shifts back and forth between 1969, when fraternal twins, Rahel is a girl, Esteban boy are 7 years old, and 1993. These are the 2 settings here where this novel is shifting between. Right? In 1993 they are now reunited. In 1969 they got separated. Right? This is what it tells. Story revolves around these incidents here. And it also talks about the other characters. Okay, so let's move further. Which of the following poem by Nissim Ezekiel presents a rural Indian village and its people, throwing light on their superstitions, temperament, and outlook on life? Surely you knew this, because we also have read this in our primary school or in secondary school, I think, and then also in our BA, and again in our masters. Right? Say every single time they have put this poem in the syllabus, because it's really important. It shows about all these traditions and superstitions which are there in the Indian society, right? So it's a really beautiful poem. It makes you feel in a really different way. And I can remember my professor Bindra sir in the class teaching, I think, this poem of, or one of Nissim Ezekiel's another poem, right? I think there is a memory related to just each and every single thing, and that's what makes this subject more beautiful. So the answer is Night of the Scorpion, or Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa, or Hymen in Darkness, or The Mid Monsoon Madness. Your answer is Night of the Scorpion, for sure. It represents an incident in the past when the poet's mother was stung by a scorpion in a rainy night. So it's raining. There comes a scorpion. He stung the toe of poet's mother, and then he left the place quickly and went into the rain. And then his mother started crying. When the neighbors listened this, the neighboring peasants flocked to the poet's house like a swarm of bees, and lanterns and candles with their lanterns and candles. The poem is concerned with the efforts of the peasants and the father to use superstitions, even though father was a rational person, but that day he also turns to superstitions to save their life. You just use every single thing. Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed. That's what they did here. Means to save the speaker's mother from the evil one, namely the effect of the scorpion poison. The speaker doesn't seem to have much respect for the townspeople or their methods. Okay. This is what happens. We are rational being, right? And so it becomes quite difficult for us to accept all kind of silly things which are happening, which are not fall under the circle of this logic and reason. So it's the same thing he is facing here. So now the last question is, Mulk Raj Anand's Untouchable is set in which of the following North Indian town? Your options are Bulla Shah, Kantapura, Tahad, Nambudiri. And your answer is Bulla Shah. This novel is published in 1935. This Untouchable is about a day in the life of a young Indian sweeper named Bakha. He is the son of Lakha. It makes rhyme. Head of all the Bulla Shah's sweepers. These names are so beautiful, right? Bulla Shah, Lakha, Bakha. Yeah. So this is how we end this. Untouchable is a really great novel, because before this, what was happening there, people are talking about high society and the people who are more famous. Nobody is talking about the real streets. Nobody is talking about the street life, that how are people going through their life every single day, even though they are not famous. They are doing small jobs. They are not living the life of rich person, a poor people, right? So Mohan Raj Anand is the first one who took up such an experience of people's life as a story for his book. And this is a great thing, right? It gives importance to each and every single life. Everyone's life is important. If you feel the same, leave a comment in the comment section. I hope you like the video. So share it, subscribe it, right? And double up that motivation to bring the another video on the another concept, on the another part, on which of the following units you want me to put a video, right? Please let me know in the comment section. So if you liked it, so share, like, comment and subscribe, right? So till then time, my Professor Note signing hope. I hope you liked it. And now I'll meet you in the next video. So on what topic you want me to make a video on, please let me know in the comment section below. Till then time, see ya.